So guys, here is how to cut our bubu. So you fold your fabric into two. I'll be using length 65. Okay. And another thing you should note is if, for example, your hip is 46, you add 10 inches. Note that 10 inches is not constant. You can decide to reduce it or you increase it depending on how big the client wants it. Or there are some clients, they want it very big. Some will tell you they don't want it big, just moderate. So you can use 10-inch or less. Okay. So now after doing that, you you measure out 2 inches. If you note, the style we are working on has a slit in front. So for us to get that slit, you measure out 2 inches here, like this, and then you chalk it out. Take your straight ruler and then you connect it. Okay, you can see the way I connected mine. Then after doing that, you take the back. You measure out same length 65. Okay, and then you you place it on top of the 2 inch we chalked out. You can see how I place mine. Okay, so you place it out. You can decide to place something on it if it's not laying flat. Okay, so you place it on it. And again, next is remember the front design, we use 5 inches for the neck. So what you do is from the top here, you measure out the 5 inches and then you chalk it. You can see from here, you measure out the 5 inches and then you chalk it inward. So after doing that, from this other part here, that's this part here, you come down by 1 inch. Okay, then you place your ruler and connect the 1 inch to the 5 inches like this, and then you connect it with your ruler. Then you cut it out. You cut out. Okay, so after doing that, you measure from here down 13 inches. Note that 13 inches, our sewing allowance is also inside. So from that 13 inches, you go in by 6 inches and then take your curve ruler to connect it. You connect it down by using your chalk as well. So after doing that, where so after doing that, you measure, you cut it out rather, and this is how it is. So next is you sew these 2 inches from the upper part down to where you want your slit to stop. okay, and then you place your front the design on it rather, like this, and then you cut out this part here, okay. Note, before you cut out, make sure you pin it, okay, so it doesn't move. So you cut it out and then you run stitches on it, and then you notch, you notch it, okay, and then you flip it in like this. You can see how it is. So you iron it down properly and then take your pin and also pin it, okay. So next is you weave the inner part. Note, when weaving, when doing your inner weaving, try and use same color with the fabric. It makes your job to be very neat. So this part here where my slit starts from, you can decide to sew it or you use hemming gum. All you need to do is just double the hemming gum. I decide to use hemming gum, then iron it properly. It comes out very neat. You can see how it is, okay. So after that, you pin this part here round, you pin it round, and then you run your stitches on it, place on your machine, and then you sew it round, okay. So after sewing, you can see how neat it is. This is the back. So guys, if you are still watching the video till this time, it means you find this tutorial interesting. So please guys, remember to subscribe so when I post a new video, you will get an update. So guys, you fold in 3 inches like this, and then you pin it down. So once you pin down, you place on your machine and then you sew it. You sew a straight line, like this, and do same for the other side as well. So after sewing, this is how it is. You turn it to the other side and then fold in 1.5 inch on. Make sure the fold is, when you fold, make sure it's on top of the stitch you run, okay. You pin it down, iron it down properly, then you can decide to you tack it, use your hand needle to tack, or you run maybe like half an inch in 4 or 3 places just to hold it down, okay. You can see how it is here. See how neat it is. So guys, next is you fold it like this, and then you sew on it maybe 1 inch. You can decide to use half. So after sewing, this is how it comes out. Then you iron it down properly. So here is our final